Back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Pisces, I have not done your reading in a while, so we're going to really get into this. So basically what's going to happen, I'm going to be reading for August 7th. Okay. Some of this information can stretch out for a few days, even for a few weeks. And then at the end, we're just going to hone in on what you really need to know for tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with two different oracles. I'm going to start with this oracle deck here, and then we're going to get into maybe tea leaf oracle. Okay, now let's see what comes out here for Pisces. This is for Pisces. Okay. All right. First card that came out here, Pisces, is Ostrich Trap. And then you have book burning. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. You guys already, this is so deep. So deep, Pisces. I hate to start off the reading so deeply. And we're going to go into details of what this basically means for you in one moment. Let me go ahead and pull your tea leaf oracle. Hey everyone, how are you? All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Oh boy. This is for Pisces. I'm not going to take that one. It's just so many cards. Give me 1 second. I want to look at it, but I'm not going to put it down. It was just so many cards. Let's see. Pisces. There we go. You had two. We're going to take it. All right. At the bottom of the deck, pay attention to your finances. A lot of you are worried about your finances right now. Not really sure why, but we'll get to it. Maybe they cut your hours or something like that. But a minute. Oh, this was so many. Oh, this was so many. Hidden secrets. Someone is acting stupid. Climbing towards success. I will say it's all of them. I can't put all of them down, unfortunately. We definitely going to put the person is acting stupid here. Maybe we can do it like that. Maybe we can do it like this. Yeah, that's how we'll do it, okay? And then position of authority. This is interesting because if you guys had the ladder, this will be like some sort of like promotion, okay? And sometimes this is marriage energy too. I mean, that's just how I look at it. But yeah, that's actually really good when it comes down to work and career. Now, let's go ahead. Let's talk about this, Pisces. The first card that came out, we're going to clarify all of this. First card that came out, Pisces, is closed-mindedness, refusing to face reality, avoidance, fear-based thinking, feeling confused. Now, that could be you about a certain situation, about a person or whatever. You could feel that someone is avoiding you. You could feel like someone is avoiding a conversation, or it could be that, and maybe you refuse to see how this person is. Now, I have to pay attention to the cards that's over here. It says someone is acting stupid. So how is your response to that? Here, it's saying that you could be refusing to face reality about this person's behavior. Okay? Now, like I said before, it depends. It's not saying that it's your fault. It's just, to me, it's just kind of saying that there's something that you're not seeing. If it's a partnership or something like that, it makes sense for you to try. Also feel that there's things that you're avoiding to see. But it could just be the fact that your person, whoever you're dealing with, is just avoiding reality. Now, that's also family members as well. I don't want to always say that this has something to do with love. You're around someone who just, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it today. We're going to find out what that means. That's going to be the juiciest part of this reading. Okay. Now, here with the book burning, you have Libra with both cards. Something isn't balanced between you and somebody. The reciprocity is off, okay? Because you're accusing someone of acting stupid. And Libra is saying this could be karmic, whether you're, in a long-term partnership or not. It could be a karmic relationship. And anytime you see burning book, it is a karmic situation. It says that there could be discord between you and your person. You may feel like your relationship is being destroyed. You may feel like your life is being destroyed. Someone could be playing mind games. It's that type of thing. And this is why I said that you can tell this reading is very deep, because it's not just one situation. There's a lot of shit that's going on. You got somebody that's hiding secrets, or someone who isn't being honest, whether it's you or your person. There's only one thing in your reading that I'm seeing that's successful for you, or that will be successful, and that is your working career. But relationships, 2 plus 5 is 7. Interpersonal relationships with family members, with lovers, something isn't right. And it's like frustrating. I feel like there has been a contract. This is what they say. I don't like to really repeat what other people say. I don't even know if this is true. But before you come down on this planet, you have contracts with people. And then when it's time, when it's up, then things go to a disarray, and then you end up breaking up because the contract is over. Okay, whatever, right? But the burning of the book is like someone is like destroying something. Someone could be saying that I'm suffocating in this relationship, or I don't want to be here. You're limiting my freedom. You're limiting my space. And you're like, no, no. Okay. Or that person is doing that. You're like, listen, I want to be free. And, this is not what I necessarily want. And this person is like, no, I will never leave you, Pisces, right? It's one or the other. The mind games, one minute they love you and the next minute they don't, it's that type of stuff. That's why I said this is deep as hell. Now, portion. Sometimes this means you shop too much, or you're doing a little bit too much with your money. You don't have that kind of be spending, but you spend it anyway. And this is where it says pay attention to your finances, because for some of you, you're just something about it. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading. And some of you guys may not have been feeling well. You may not be feeling well. Let's see what comes out. Wrong cards. Let's see what comes out here for ostrich trap. And whatever is in reverse is in reverse, and whatever is upright is right. But we're going to see what all of this means here for you, Pisces. There we go. This is how it feels. This is how I'm going to take it. There it is, 5 of Cups in the upright. Makes sense. And you also had the 8 of Swords in the reverse, which is okay. But it's saying that it's an urgent need to conquer yourself and not get absorbed in this mental game that someone is playing on you. We saw that earlier where it said that mind games. How has this been happening? Here with the 5 of Cups, this is like sadness. Something isn't working. Something is like really heavy on you. And again, the person doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe you are trying to talk about it, but you're avoiding it. It's not making you happy. Someone is refusing to fucking change. Now, remember when I said earlier about limiting, that word came out. Okay, something about the freedom here that someone feels that they don't have. And it says release the limiting beliefs. Okay, something here is saying you're going to have to set yourself free. You're going to have to take your power back. This is not good. Both of those Libras, you could be dealing with a Libra, by the way. Both of those Libras is saying you're not getting what you're deserving of in this connection. And even if it's a family member, look at how they're making you feel. So what do you have to do? Distance yourself. Even if it's a family member, distance yourself. Let's see. Let's see what comes out. I'll be trying my best to not make it uneven. Oh my God, King of Cups. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck, y'all. This is messy. This is messy. Oh my gosh, I knew it was messy from the first 2 cards that came out. You love somebody. And that's just the fact. The King of Cups talks about how strongly, how deep you can love. But I feel that there has been so much messiness and connection with someone. There has been mood swings, ups and downs, focusing on the negative is what I'm seeing. Someone that could be emotionally available one day and the next not. We literally just talked about it. someone who's supposed to love you and do not, or they act like they don't. Someone who you feel like mistreat you in some way. But why is that? When we look at the reading, it's saying that there are some secrets. Someone isn't saying what needs to be said. And it's causing all of this disastrous energy, all of this chaos. Someone refuses to talk. They refuse to open up to you, refuse to actually express how they feel. And here with the King of Cups, you're like, I'll tell you how I feel, because the Pisces energy is the King of Cups, right? Emotionally mature. But a lot of you have been dealing with people who have been the opposite. Now, let's get to what's at the bottom of this deck, trouble ahead. It says things can get from bad to worse. If you do not pull away from a family member who has causing you so much drama, it can get worse financially and sometimes emotionally. Something needs to be adjusted, which is the reason why we're looking at the Libra energy anyway. That was the main energy that came out about correction and things that needs to be adjusted. And you need to do to make this right for yourself. Because here I'm seeing someone in general who just wants to do whatever they want to do. And you have to suffer the consequences for it. Here with the Six of Swords says there's a storm brewing. And as much as you want progression in your relationship, there is no progression. We just saw that earlier, that someone resists to change, or they're resisting change. That fire is like someone burning their own house down or burning the house down. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This one thing. Oh my goodness. I looked at, what does it say? Rewriting history. Do you know what that means when there's arguments? This is like someone says in an argument, someone will say something like, did this 2 weeks ago, and the person is like, no, I didn't. And you're like, yeah, you said that 2 weeks ago. And you're like, the other person is saying, no, that never happened. That couldn't have never happened. You're like, no, it did happen. And they have a completely different account of what happened. You know for a fact that they did that shit. See, this is the reason why there's so much chaotic energy here, because someone refuses to see things for what it really is. Someone doesn't want to take responsibility for how they're treating you. And that's a part of the mind game. Because you know exactly what the hell they told you, or what they said, or what they did. And all of a sudden, it's a different story 2 weeks from now, or 2 weeks later. That's what that rewriting history really means. Okay? Let's go ahead and see what comes out. Came out manipulative. Boom. You cannot make it up. Manipulative behavior. You can tell. Now here it is. You have a king, and then the next energy, you have a page. You guys are not even on the same page. You guys are not even emotionally compatible. For some of you, this is your child, by the way. Some of you have children that manipulate you in this way. Oh, you don't love me. Oh, you really didn't do this for me. And you're like, wait a minute. Like, I have receipts that I bought all of this for you when you were a child. And I did everything I was supposed to do for you when you were a child. And they like, oh, no, you didn't. And I know kids that are like that too. Not in my family per se. I'm just saying, I know some. Okay. And I was there when they did it. So I'm talking about manipulative behavior, regardless of where it's coming from. This is what I'm seeing. It's manipulation all up and down this reading. Oh my gosh, the Three of Swords came in the upright, y'all. In the reverse, what does it say? Hurt and pain, overcoming sorrow. Now we saw earlier that there was a storm coming, and the Three of Swords is saying you're going to have to heal from this. It has been so traumatic because the skull is there, meaning you've been trying to avoid it. Avoidance. You've been trying to not think about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about how this is going or what could happen. I don't want to think about it, but the skull is there, baby. It is not going anywhere. That's all up in the mind. but you've been having the willpower and the determination to make something work. But I really do see that reality is really hitting you here because you've been dealing with someone who's self-absorbed. Some of you have been dealing with people who was paranoid. That's another thing about ring history, right? Saying that you're doing something that you're not even doing. Not just about what they haven't done that you knew that they were doing, but also about them saying something that you've done. I don't really see you being able to get out of this unless it is help or someone receives help outside of the connection. I feel like this is a little bit deeper than just you and your partner trying to talk it out. I really do believe that someone is in desperate need of something else. Now, when we talk about your money, I'm going to get to that in a minute. When it comes to your finances, we talked about the position of authority, which is what we saw earlier. And the position of authority is basically definitely, that could include spousal energy. By the way, everything that I just said can be your spouse. I think I said that earlier. But outside of that, we could be talking about a promotion, which makes sense because you had the climbing of ladder. Now, how is your money? It's getting better. That's what I'm saying. Your money has, and without a doubt, your money is getting better because there's a lot of recognition that you're receiving. There's a lot of power that you are gaining in your working career. I don't see I don't see anything that's detrimental as far as like business, work, and career. I just don't. I see that you're really climbing. You're really exceeding. But when it comes down to relationships, no. It is a very lonely state of affairs, regardless if you're with this person or not, as far as like them being in the house or you're separated or whatever. And so what I'm saying over the next few days, not just tomorrow, that you guys may have to really start thinking about alternative ways of making yourself happy and also alternative ways of how you may have to live. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards here for you and see what comes out specifically for tomorrow. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. This is for Pisces. There we go. Another one. Don't know what that is, but I'll take it. Let's see what's going to come out here for Pisces for tomorrow. August 7th. You had friendship somewhere else. Where is that? Hold on. You had friendships. There it is. I knew I saw it. You had friendship literally even here. Let me see what I can talk about with that, because the fact that that came out twice, and this doesn't mean love, like this is everything. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Union. False twin flame. Oh my gosh. And then you have friendship. Remember when I said that there's fire again? Incompatible in too many ways. Deep down, you know that this is not right. Baby, I love it. When I tell you, it's going to tell you the same thing. One thing about the universal God is not going to steer you wrong. They're not, it's going to be the same kind of message. And a lot of you are in relationships that are just effed. It is literally chopped. Okay? Like it's cooked, as the kids say, and that's what you need with fire, right? You need fire to cook. And I really do see that because it's saying that the relationship is leaving you drained. You're not necessarily happy when you're around them. You're not happy when you're dealing with them. And sometimes this includes family, y'all. Sometimes it's friends too. This is the reason why I said, whether it's up to you. But the reunion thing, it's like, let me just tell you, and I know you don't want to hear it. For you single people, this is absolutely amazing. Because it's saying for you, you've been dealing or possibly still dealing who you need to cut away. You're single, you at this point are limited yourself. Let's just be honest. It is in your mind, which is the reason why you're not really opening up your options. That's just in your mind, okay? This is the one who's in the spousal energy. You got somebody that is meant to be with you. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck. In sync. Getting to know each other. Oh, this is a completely different person. And you're going to end up being friends with this person first. Friendship, soul group, hanging out, meeting in person, especially if they live. This is what's going to happen. And some of you right now are talking to someone who lives at a distance or something like that. Single people, you are on fire with this one, to be honest with you. If you are married, I don't see it ending. I know you thought that I was going to say that, but no, I don't. I feel like you are regrouping this week. I feel like if you've already separated from your person, or if there's still these arguments or disagreements, or even with family members, there's going to be a reconciliation. Really good for a family, right? You need to make that work, even with spousal energy. But again, it says, is this right for you? You're loving them, but there's something that's going to happen that you're going to be like, okay, this is not right. Because again, remember we saw you can't keep avoiding this. This is something you cannot keep avoiding. But I see y'all back together, baby. I see this whole, oh, I missed you. Oh, let's cuddle. Let's kind of like make it right. But you done did this shit so many times. I don't tell you what to do if you're married. You do what you want to do. But I'm just telling you that's what I see. Okay? All right. Pisces, I love you guys. I promise you, you guys showed up today. Hello, you showed up. So that means you are on the list for being on here every day. Okay, so I need you guys to hit the notification bell and all of that. And then you guys will get read just like a Libra. And I was doing a test trial to see who's going to come, and you guys showed up. Okay? All right. I love you guys. See you later. Bye.